Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Elder Scrolls Legends Central. My name is Beaky, and for you guys today, I have something real special for the newcomers out there to Legends who just started playing the game on mobile or even thinking about playing it. This is why you need to play this game, because it's just so good. We're doing a tour of the mobile versions of Legends on the phone. How am I going to be doing this? Well, I have something real special for you guys today. But bam! Yes, guys, that is the mobile version of the game being wirelessly streamed directly to my capture card. See? I click here, it reacts right there. And not only does it have to be a small screen, we're going to have a big version of it too. So when I need to show you guys something in detail, it's going to be big right here. So we need to be going over a few different details that you guys might have not noticed if you're a new player, or if you're an advanced player, you might have missed some of these things as well for the mobile release of Legends. First of all, very important, if you did pre-register for Elder Scrolls Legends on mobile, you get your premium pack. To do that, you need to click the little icon that looks like a card pack right in the bottom left hand corner, and this will take you to right where you have your premium pack to open. I already opened up mine, but if you didn't, this is where you do it. If you need to buy packs, you get to switch between the core packs, multi-packs, or Heroes of Skyrim. To do that, in the top right hand corner, you have this little arrow. Click that and you can switch between Heroes of Skyrim, core, or multi-pack. So we're going to go ahead and open up a pack of Heroes of Skyrim cards for 100 gold, just to show you guys what that's like on the mobile version. Just like that, we'll purchase it for 100 gold, just for show. So just like the PC version, for anybody who's played PC, same way, you slide it right over. Tap on the cards. Now my luck opening packs on video is pretty bad. I usually never get no premium pack, but hopefully Heart of the Cards, wait, wrong games, not Yu-Gi-Oh! I get something good. Let's try. Common card, not a bad one. Common card. Alright. Rare card. Rare card. Monk Strike. Very good card. And we got, oh, common card, but a very good one. I have a pack, deck that uses very much. So let's go ahead and head back. You can do the same exact thing if you want to use for common core cards. Not common, but the core decks. Alright, guys? Let's move on from there and show you guys something else that's very important. And once you play through the story mode, you're going to be here a lot. Let's click it. Your profile. Now, your profile is essential to get a lot of information about what you've been doing in Legends. If you've been playing Legends a lot, and you might have never even noticed this, if you click the little icon next to rank, that shows you how many total wins you've had in the game. So my highest rank has been Legend, and my total wins was 1,660 total wins in this game. That is a lot of games I have played in the Elder Scrolls Legends. That's why I feel confident enough to share information about this game, because I've played a lot. I've played a whole lot. If you want to see your match history, you can click the little eye icon in the bottom right hand corner. And also, if you want to see some more details about your character, you just go ahead and click your name. It will bring up your titles. This is your title screen. It'll show you what titles you've unlocked. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll also be able to look at titles you are working on right now and your progress in those titles. So let's scroll down. So currently I am trying to get the title called the Centurion, which I will show you guys in a moment. Right there, win 100 games with an all-neutral deck. I will be showcasing this on my live stream on Twitch today, so make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. My Twitch channel is the Untitled Game Show. We're going to have a lot of fun playing an all-neutral deck and showing some other stuff directly from mobile, guys. Yes, I'm going to be streaming the mobile version. And you get to see your general stats. It'll show you how many arrows it fires, cards trained, and a lot of extra cool details. Oh, games won. Actually, I'm wrong. I have won. The total games won was that for that rank. My total games won. I have won 4,086 games in this game. Oh my God, I played Legends a lot. I have played Legends a whole lot. Wow, didn't realize I've won that many matches, guys. And then you could go over to your match history. Now, let's say you actually get your titles, your daily quests. If you don't like the daily quests you have, every single day you can replace one daily quest. You normally, if I already done this before, but you could have a little X icon right over to the right side of the daily quest, and you can click that and you can replace it once a day. Other things to note is if you press the little arrows below the Skyrim symbol, you can switch between Core, Skyrim, Dark Brotherhood, and all the different card sets that have been out so far. Just like that. And another little important things to note about this little screen right here is clicking on your avatar. Your avatar determines what you actually get when you rank up early in the game. For me, when I played Legends for the very first time to get to level 50, I just played with whatever avatar I personally liked, but I will link in the description what avatar actually unlocks what different rewards, so you guys could base your avatar among that. So if you like red guards, wood elves, Argonians, Bartons, dark elves, high elves, Imperial, Khajiit. This is my favorite Khajiit right here personally. Let me know which one of these Khajiit are your favorite, because I'm sure everybody has their favorite Khajiit. Nord, Orc, or Red Guard. So pick whichever class you personally fancy and go for that after you level up to level 50, then play with what you like the most. Personally, I like Khajiit and Red Guard the most as avatars. And also, as Legends will be going on, there's going to be different events like Gauntlet, which will actually reward different avatars and different prizes. But we'll talk about that in another video. Let's just play done for right now. And of course, another important thing about Legends is settings. You're going to want to change up the settings from time to time, especially as a long-time Legends player. But if you're new, what you need to do is press the little gear icon in the top right-hand corner. That will bring up the settings right here. The most important settings for many players is audio. And on mobile, they're here. Now, why this is important, even Nintendo, a big AAA publisher, still put out games on the Switch right now that I have that don't have audio sliders. So I'm thankful so much to Bethesda and Direwolf as putting actual audio settings in their game. Because if Nintendo, this multi-billion-dollar console manufacturer, has big AAA games coming out that don't have audio slider, I'm just glad a mobile release of Legends could still keep that. And understand we need this, because if you've been playing Legends for a long time, you might just not want to hear the music. So you could press mute music, music's gone, and you'll only be able to hear the sound effects. Now, my personal preference is to have the massive volume at half and the music down to a quarter, because I've played so many matches of this game, 4,000 plus wins, that you definitely know I've heard the music a lot of times, and sometimes I play my own podcast in the background. And this is something to note. If you're going to be playing music or podcasts in the background when you're playing Legends, when you open the app for the very first time, it will actually overtake the music and app and pause it for you. So what you would need to do is go ahead and press the little button right here on your phone and go back and play the music again. So that's what you would have to do. But let's go back inside the game. Alright, so let's get some other stuff right here that's very important. If you connect your Legends, your Bethesda account to your Twitch account, you could get something called drops. If you don't know what drops are, I'll have a detailed article in the description for the new players out there to learn more about drops. But basically, it's a way to gain little rewards for watching Twitch streamers that play Legends. You could get anywhere from 600 golds to a premium legendary pack, to 1,500 soul gems, all different really cool rewards just for participating in the Legends community and watching other people play the game. Now, instead of having to close down the application, you know, what you should do to get your legendary or your coins or whatever you might have win, you could go ahead and click this little icon in the bottom hand corner right here, and it will go ahead and give you your stuff right in game. And you'll also see the EULA, terms of service, privacy policy, code of conduct. All of this stuff matters in some way. You should probably check it out if you want to, especially the code of conduct if you're planning on posting anything to the Bethesda forums. It's a great community over there, discusses the game, share decks. Go check it out. Also on Reddit, so shout out to everybody on Reddit watching this as well. Alright, let's go back and actually look at some other aspect of the application. Like I said, it's going to be a long video, but I want to make sure this is very detailed for the new players, because that's who I want playing Legends. I want you guys to get in there. I want the hardcore players who play every day. We already got you hooked. You're hooked. You're watching this video. But the new players, you need to get into this game and understand what's around the application. So, let's take a look at some other stuff that's very important about Legends. In the top hand corner, you have your gold. You use your gold to buy packs, as we talked about. Next to that, we have your friend list. Now, if you guys remember, PlayStation 3 and Xbox One had 100 friend list limit. Well, not Legends. Legends, you can have over 100 friends, and I'm more than happy to have that. I have 118. You can spectate your friends by clicking this little icon. That's the eye icon right here. And you'll go ahead and go into spectator mode, and you'll be able to see them play the game. You can spectate people who are playing on the mobile version, iOS, Android, and PC. So it doesn't matter what platform they're playing on, you could go ahead and spectate them, and the interface will change to what they're actually doing and how they're playing the match. So it looks like my friend's doing pretty good right here. He has a little girl out. He has a spider out. He has a guard out. And he has a pretty good amount of cards in his hand. And he hasn't even broke his Ring of Magical. So my friend's playing pretty nice. And I hope he goes ahead and wins the match. But we're going to stop spectating for right now. And we'll come back to this. And I'll explain what's going on in the interface very soon. So let's leave spectator mode. We'll get back there real quick. What else you could do, guys, other than spectating your friends? So feel free to go ahead and spectate any of my matches. As some of you guys will see, which I'll show you guys right now, I get spectated a whole lot when I play Legends for some reason. People really like enjoying watching my matches, and I feel free to go ahead and add me in game. As you guys will see right here, to add a friend, it's as simple as this. If somebody goes in and adds you, click the little plus button, and they will be added to your friend list. And to chat with them, all you would have to do is just click on their name. And then you can start writing hi. Or whatever you write and just write done. I'm just I started making a video. Didn't mean to send that. Mean to send that. But you click on to see he replied back. Oh, sorry. You click up right here to see it. Hi, he's wrote back. Yo, man, love your YouTube and streams. I'm right, thanks. Let me just, and you can put the voice chat. New video going up right now. You'll be in the video with a little shout out. So I press OK. And I wrote thanks. So there you go, shout out to him right there, hiding in plain sight for helping me out showcase this video. I didn't plan for that to happen, but it happened. He said, DX, thank you. No problem. See you later. See you later. At tonight's stream. So yeah, the Legend community is fairly friendly. So definitely add people. Feel free to interact with people. It's been very rare that I had somebody who's so salty after a match to curse me out. It's happened like twice, but really, you won't run into that much. The Legends community is very helpful. Ask me questions. Ask a lot of other streamers and YouTubers. They're definitely going to be able to help you out with your deck building and much other things around the game. So that's how the friend stuff works right there. And if you have to block somebody, there's your block list. I have not had to block anybody in this game as of yet, which is an amazing thing. So let's talk about the other really important part about Legends, deck crafting. If you just started playing the game, you're going to want to make a deck. But before you make a deck, you might want to think about something. Use your gold wisely. If you have up to 500 gold, you want to click this little eye icon in the bottom right hand corner. Now, I've already done this, and it'll show you some pre-made decks that Legends have to offer, like the Alduin deck or the Parthenax deck. You want to buy those decks because they give you a lot of soul gems if you go ahead and soul trap some of those cards if you already have them, or you could build off of those decks. So that's first thing first. Try to use your goals towards buying those pre-made decks because many of them are very playable very early on, and you do get one for free. So that's something good to note. But let's go into deck crafting if you want to do something from scratch. You click the little icon in the bottom right hand corner that looks like a bunch of cards. It'll bring you into the deck building screen after it loads up. And here is the deck crafting section. Now, if you're a long-time Legends player, this definitely does look different for you because they have changed some icons around. Let's talk about this. In the top right-hand corner, you'll get to see which attribute you're in. So this is Strength. You click on that little Strength icon, and you switch between Strength, Intelligence, Willpower, Agility, Endurance, Dual Attributes. This means 2 attributes, Willpower and Agility, or Intelligence and Endurance, and different ones are considered different classes. So if you had a red and green, that's considered an archer class. So that's what's going to be considered. So if you hear people talking about in the community, I made an archer deck, that means it's a red and green deck, and I'll have links down below for you guys to understand what all the classes actually are. And last but not least, there's neutral. These are neutral creatures, and these are the type of creatures that I need to win 100 matches with, and I'm going to be having that on my stream as well for today. So once you pick which attribute you want to search in, you could go ahead and refine the search parameters even more. You can click the little icon right here in the middle, and you could say down to 0 cost cards, or you could say 1 cost card, 1 Magicka, 2 Magicka, and so on and so forth. You could go ahead into rarity. You could go common, rare, epic, and legendary if there's any available. And then you could go ahead and pick that card and add it to your deck. And you can refine it even more. You could go to Dark Brotherhood. So let's change the attribute to something like, let's say, oh, sorry guys. Let's go back here. Clear all fields. That's how you clear it. So we're going to go and change the attribute to willpower. And let's go ahead and change it over to the Dark Brotherhood. So this will show you all the Dark Brotherhood cards and which ones you have currently. And let's say you're looking for cards you don't have. That's very important. When you're a new player, you obviously you're not going to have as many cards as me. You need to click this little icon next to that. And then you're going to be able to show Soul Sight. Click the Soul icon. And now it will be able to show you all the cards that you currently don't own. As I own most of these cards, none of them are going to show gray. But I'll show you a way to show you cards that I don't own. I don't own a lot of premium cards. So I'll click Premium Mode. And now it will show me the premium versions of cards, which has the premium art, like this one here, Marked Man. And they kind of glisten, and they cost a lot more to Soul Summon. So Soul Summon, a premium version of Marked Man, is going to cost 200 Soul Gems. But mostly, it wouldn't cost that much. It would only cost 50 to Soul Summon a normal version. But when it's grayed out like that, that basically means you do not own a copy of that current card. And that's how you basically use everything. And to Soul Trap cards that you have extras of, and Soul Trapping basically means that it destroys extra copies of it and gives you Soul Gems back because you use the Soul Gems to Soul Summon cards. Let's say you buy a premium, buy a pack for 500 gold, and you get some extra cards, and you have over 3 copies of the cards. Those cards will be Soul Trapped. So let's click the Soul Trap button. So I'm going to be able to Soul Trap 13 common cards, 6 rare cards, 1 epic card, and 1 legendary card, equaling up to 685 Soul Gems returned to me that I could now use to Soul Summon a card. Press OK. A cool little animation goes ahead and plays out, almost exactly similar to the one we get on PC. And there we are, we're done. Now that we've learned all the mechanics of this, of course, is search. If you could search, if you know the name of the card where you're going to be summoning, we could go for, let's just write red. Let's see what card has the word red in there. And now we got Sorcerer, it just comes up with a card related to that term. But right now we can go to new deck. So when you need to make a new deck on mobile, it's very similar to the one on PC, obviously, for the long-time players. But you will see everything's a little bit more compact and very easily interfaced. I think the interface on the mobile version is even better than what they have on the tablets currently. So now you got to decide on what type of deck you want to make. So let's say we wanted to make a deck, but then something happened, you had to leave, right? If something happens and let's say you put Rapid Shot in there, then you switch over to make an Archer deck. We put a curse in there. Oh no, you forgot something's on the stove. You have to leave, and you press done. Well, you're going to get this little prompt right here. You want to be very careful with this prompt. It's going to ask you a very important question. It says, your deck does not meet the minimum card requirement. Do you want to automatically finish your deck before saving? This is super important. Let's say you put 30 cards in your deck and you don't finish it. You don't want to press yes, because yes will do this. Watch. It will make the AI in the game automatically put 40 random cards in your deck to complete the deck. Now you don't have cards you've put in yourself, and it might have messed up with your flow of what you wanted that deck to be. And you haven't named that deck, so it might be confusing if you've already made other decks. So you want to press no if you're trying to make your own deck off the bat. So sometimes things happen and you have to step away, press no, because if you did press no, I'll show you what happens. Instead of you getting a completely random deck, which I'll show you guys what they made. Let's jump right back into it. Give it a second. Okay, instead of it making this completely random 50 card deck right here, which looking at it's not a horrible deck, but it's not something you might want to take into rank if you don't know what you put in there. What you would actually do is this. So let's just go back in a moment. I'm going to show you guys how to build, delete decks as well. Go to new deck. We'll do basically the same thing again, just with 2 other attributes to show you a different format. So this time we will pick willpower and intelligence to make a mage deck. So willpower, intelligence makes mage decks. So this combo right now makes a mage deck. Now let's say you go ahead and name your deck. Click on the little icon in the top right hand corner. Then click on the word name mage. And we'll name this hidden. Hidden in plain. So this is after my friend who we messaged earlier today. We'll just write hidden in plain real quick. Now the deck is named that. It'll give you some information about the deck, the magic it costs, the cards, everything prophecies. You can change the icon by pressing the little arrow icon right here. Change it to whatever card you personally like for that deck. Press OK. But remember, your deck is still not saved. So let's just start putting a bunch of random cards in there just to simulate. Let's say you actually went ahead and made this deck yourself. Right here. So we're going to go ahead and put in 3 Descendants of Agathos and Executes. So now you've went ahead and put 11 cards in your deck. And you're like, awesome, but I have to go away because I'm playing on mobile. You're at work. You're not supposed to be playing, but you're at work. And your boss is coming. Oh, snap. Of course, you could just close down the application real quick, but you want to save first. So just press done. This time, don't press yes. Press no. The deck is going to be saved with this little icon right here. That means the deck is incomplete and not valid to play with, but it's going to keep it with exactly the amount of cards that you put into the deck. And I think that's very important for you guys to note. All right, so let's move on from there. So to find that deck, you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom. So that's where the cards will always be there in the bottom. And you see it right there, hidden in plain. And that's the deck right there to go ahead, and then you can come back and finish that deck. Now let's say you come back and realize, you know what, this wasn't a really good deck, and you don't want to go back and manually tap to remove all the cards. So how do you go about deleting the deck? Well, I'll show you guys right now. Same thing, click on the little icon right there, delete deck or copy deck. If you press the copy deck, it'll make a second version of the deck, but with the 2 name after it that you can modify. That's going to be very similar to the other deck you already were making. It'll give you a little prompt. Go ahead and delete. And you might be wondering, why should you ever delete a deck? Well, unfortunately, one of the biggest issues in Legends for longtime players right now, or people who like to try a lot of decks out, is that we still are limited to only 35 decks in our deck list. Eventually, I think that Bethesda and Direwolf is going to have to look and address that issue for some of the longtime players, but it's not something that's needed immediately. It's only needed for people out there that like to try out and make a lot of decks like I do. Like daily, I usually make at least a new deck just for fun. That's what keeps the game entertaining for me, making and sharing new decks. Alright, let's keep on going from there, guys. So that's how deck building perfectly works. And up top, you get your soul gem counter. So I have 1,130 soul gems, which will allow me to soul summon a creature. And let's say if I wanted to, I'll show you guys what soul summoning actually looks like right now. So let's see if I can't find something that I need to soul summon to show you. We'll do Heroes of Skyrim. And we will do, let's see, what do I need? Oh, wait, hold on. Soul Sight's on. It must be something I want another copy of. So right now I'm just looking through all the cards available in Healer of Skyrim. And I'll see a card that I need another copy of. And we'll go ahead and soul summon that. Alright, so I wouldn't like Wildfire Dragon, but I don't have enough soul gems right this second. So we go past that. But we'll keep looking, and we'll see what I could go ahead and get, and then we'll go from there, guys. Just give it a moment. Alright, I already have copies of that. Okay, Dragon Priest Mask. So one of my favorite new cards. To soul summon that, I need to have at least 400 soul gems. So go ahead and soul summon. It'll minus 400. There you go. And now I just basically created another Dragon Priest Mask. I now have 3 of those I could use for a deck I like. Now let's say if I really was just doing this for the video and I was like, oh no, I don't want to use those soul gems, I could go ahead and undo that. This is something amazing that I love about Legends. It actually makes you be able to unsummon a card if you accidentally did that. So let's just show you guys how that works. Let's undo. Reverse the process, and I get my soul gems right back. So that's how that system works. So let's get out of here, guys. We've made a deck. Let's say we made a deck. and let's get into a battle. Let's show you guys what the match is all about. In fact, let's shout out a community member, White Bear. So White Bear went ahead and shared to me one of his great decks, and I've really been having a lot of fun and a lot of success playing with this deck. This deck basically got me down from the bottom on Snake of rank 3 to rank 2, and I was having a lot of fun playing with it. I've modified it a little bit, so I'll just show you guys what the deck list looks like. So first of all, let's just look at the information about the deck. So it's a 39 creature deck, 8 actions, 3 items, 9 prophecies. It's mostly featuring willpower cards with 35 willpower cards and 16 endurance cards. If I didn't like the avatar, I could go ahead and change it to something else. But here's look at the decks: execute, markman, profiteer, and so on and so forth. All the cards are right there. Obviously, I changed some cards, like I said, to his original version, but I think it'd be kind of fun to jump into a match and show you guys what this deck can do and show you guys what the interface of the mobile version looks like in the match. But right before we do that, there's a few other things I need to point out. So gold, as I mentioned earlier, is very important. Instead of using your gold right away to buy a pack, right? To buy one pack, you might want to consider going into Soul Arena. Soul Arena actually gives you a pretty good return of investment for your gold, and so does Versus Arena. In Versus Arena, you could get a lot of soul gems, and you're still going to get one pack. So I highly recommend, if you have the time to play Soul Arena, and especially Soul Arena is excellent because let's say you're playing a match of Soul Arena and you have to stop playing the game. Something comes up. Oh no, big boss is coming. I gotta look like I'm doing some work. Well, don't worry. Right when you go back into the game, you'll be right where you left off for Solo Arena in your match. It will not make you disconnect. You won't lose or anything like that. There's no time limit on making your moves. So that's the great thing about Solo Arena, especially when you're out and about and can't always focus on playing a casual match or a ranked match. Because I've had some problems today. I kept on going in ranked matches. That's what gave me some of those losses. And I was like, oh shit, I literally have to forfeit this match because I have something else I have to do or I have to stop playing. So be careful playing ranked matches when you have other things that might distract you from that really important matches, because you'll give it away and you're gonna have to forfeit because you don't have time, and you don't want to waste other people's time as well. So you go enter matches as well by buying tickets right here. These tickets are basically your way of purchasing event entrances. And you could do it for Soul Arena, you could do it for Versus, and you could do it for the Gauntlet, and you could do it for Chaos Arena. So they carry out between all of them. So if you want to spend money on that, you can. $10 gives you 6 tickets, or you could buy them individually. Alright. Story mode is very obvious. You probably play through the story mode the first thing you play the game. But if you do buy the Dark Brotherhood story mode, either through cash or gold, because you can get the Dark Brotherhood content through gold. That's something I love about Bethesda and Direwolf. You be able to actually get that great content just by using your in-game gold. You can go ahead and replay it after you've beaten it, and it's really fun to go ahead and do it. And if you play it through again on the Master Difficult for the Dark Brotherhood, you get some more soul gems for playing it through there as well. Okay, stores like we looked through before, you can buy multiple packs and you can accept different offers. And once again, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and purchase those pre-made 500 gold packs. Now let's go ahead and play, because I know some of you guys have been waiting for us. Let's talk about playing a game. But before we get there, long-time players, relax, chill. Let's talk about practice. Practice mode is super important. In practice, every single day, you could get up to 300 soul gems. With the 300 soul gems, you could go ahead and soul summon cards you might need. So if you play on Novice, you get a certain amount of soul gems, 5, Adept is 10, and Expert is 15, and it goes on like that, and you can get up to 300 a day. Same thing with gold. The gold limit right now is 300 gold, if I am 100% correct. If I'm incorrect, somebody who's a better player than me will correct me in the comments, but I think the gold cap every single day is 300 if I'm right. Let's go over the versus battle. So there's casual and ranked play. In casual play, you're just going to play against players of all different ranks, from low ranks to all the way up to high ranks, and you can be able to test out your deck. It's my favorite place to play, because in casual, you face a variety of decks. Sometimes people will play with rank-worthy decks, sometimes people will play with troll decks just for fun, and sometimes people will be testing out different deck builds. And I like trying my decks against a variety of different type of play style. And it's not that rank doesn't have a lot of variety of different play style, it's just after a while, when you get lower and lower in the rank, you'll see people playing the same exact thing in rank for this week, and it seems to change week to week what people play. Everybody seems to play Scout, then somebody figures a way to counter that Scout deck, and it goes back and forth, back and forth. But I'm gonna highly recommend people play what they enjoy. That's what I think is best about Legends. If you make a good deck and you enjoy the way that deck plays, that's the best thing. For me, a long time ago, Control Mage was my favorite thing, but in recent months with the new cards added to the game, I'm not really a big fan of Control Mage, and I've gotten really into Orcs. Even if I don't win all the time with Orcs, at least I enjoy playing with the Orcs, even if they're not the best thing for rank. And if you're enjoying the game, that's what's important. Don't do a deck just because it's going to make you win. Do a deck because you like the deck and how it plays the game. Alright, so we're going to go ahead into a casual match and have some fun right now. And we'll show you guys what that looks like. So this is the little countdown timer for finding a match. Sometimes it'll say 30 seconds, sometimes it'll say 7 seconds. But a lot of times you'll find a match before it actually goes over the predicted time, depending on the time of day. If you're going to be playing at 4 a.m., you might take a little longer to find a match, but usually it's never over 30 seconds to a minute. So right here. So I'm playing against my opponent. He's playing as the Prophet. I am going second. I actually don't mind my hand, so I'm going to keep my hand right now. I would like to have Execute, but because I have some high cost cards in my deck, I don't want to change my hand. So my opponent looks like he's going to be playing an aggro deck. The reason I know this is because Fiery Imp is a very aggro card. If I click on my card, I get to see some information on the left-hand side right here. My opponent went ahead and played a support card to power up his creatures. Confound you. So now I'm going to break a Ring of Magicka. And I'm going to play Resolute Ally. Hold your positions. I didn't get no benefits from that. That definitely does suck on my turn. But I still do have 5 damage showing, and I have 2 Dawnstar Healer. Hopefully, if my opponent plays a Rush card right now, which would probably be a charge card, the Charge Orc, and go to face, or this right there, Raiding Party, he's going to play those in the left lane, I predict. Oh, no. He plays smart and goes... He plays defensively. I did not expect that. Really did not expect that. And we're going to play guard here. We want to keep our monsters alive, but we don't want to play Dawnstar Healer until we're sure we're ready to break a rune and gain value from it. So my opponent is going to play in the left lane now. Break the rune. Now he has a really powerful card in the left lane. But it's not that we're out yet. We're going to play in the right lane.
I've got you covered. You can't defeat us.
Now, it's not that my opponent doesn't have a good amount of damage on the left lane. He has 7 damage, but I have 9 damage on the right lane. And remember this, ladies and gentlemen, I still have another Dawnstar Healer. He will eventually have to deal with my Dawnstar Healer. It's just how it's going to have to be. So I'm going to let him break a rune right now. I'm going to get the Profiteer, which is another card that's going to regenerate more health for me. Then I'm going to put the Profiteer in the left lane, Dawnstar Healer in the right lane, gain more health, break the rune. He gets a Prophecy. The Prophecies in this deck do not actually have anything that's going to kill my creatures. He might get something like Cast Out, which returns creatures to my hand, but still won't be enough. I gain 3 health. I gain another 3 health. That's 6 health. I'm going to go ahead and break another rune.
Don't mess with me.
And then I gain 6 more health. So this screws up a strategy that would be for werewolves. Werewolves, you need to break, werewolf cards need to break runes to get activated. Now I have so many creatures on the field that my opponent has to deal with my creatures. He can't play full aggro. He's going to be wiping out my creatures, which is exactly what I want him to do. Because if he's wiping out my creatures, he's not going to face, and he's going to be playing slower and slower. And now he's down to 12 health while I have 32. We could play a little bit better. So he's going to be now trying to focus on clearing out my field instead of going directly to face like he was planning on doing before, which works out better for me. So that's what we're doing right here.
Come on then. I'll even let you swing.
So him playing the guard right here actually really screws me up. And that's something I'm really too happy about with the guard. The guard is a big issue. Okay, we'll go defensively.
All right, men, on me.
I live to serve.
We'll end our turn. If you guys are wondering why I put this in the left lane, General Tullius, is because it's plain and simple fact that if he kills enough of my creatures at this point, I could go for lethal. With the dragon right here who's immune to actions, if I play this in the left lane, as long as he, and by playing it in the left lane, it might force him to play a creature that's gonna have to kill it in the left lane. So we'll be able to trade creatures, and having him not go to face is actually to my advantage. If he's playing a very rush heavy deck, by slowing his strategy down, it might work out better for me. Now he could be playing Belittled Giant, which will return my creature to my hand, which would suck, but him doing that in the same sense will just let me summon General Tullius again and be able to use his effect.
We'll see how they
So he plays a guard.
back, right behind you.
So he's trying to outnumber me, which is a correct move at this point.
My arrows shall fly true.
Excellent move. That's exactly the correct move to play. So in this situation right now, this is where I go defensive.
Protect the hist. For the Emperor.
We go defensive
Did you hear that?
and keep putting monsters up that if I keep playing in the left lane, he has to play his creatures in the left lane to answer my creatures. I know I have more Dawnstar healers in my deck, and I have Soul Tears so I can bring my creatures back from the graveyard. So I am being risky by leaving him in the right lane to be able to power up. But once again, like I said, if he's using Belittled Giant to return my creatures back to my hand, many of these creatures being returned to hand are not at a disadvantage. General Tullius getting put back into my hand doesn't hurt that much. If you guys want to see what the interface looks like for the graveyard on mobile, click the little skull icon, and that's how you can scroll through your stuff right there. So she's going to attack there. Tullius goes up. Tullius goes up. So as Tullius keeps getting stronger and stronger, that gives me more and more damage towards lethal. So now I need to play smart.
I'll take them with me.
We'll go to face. Let's see what he gets in Prophecy. If it's cast out, it will suck. We have two potential guards.
Let nothing through.
So here we go. Guard here. Guard here. We have piercing javelins. I'm playing very risky right now, guys. By putting all my guards in one lane, I'm very risky. But if I get the right cards, I will be able to win.
Safe in my hands. The spirit of
So he's playing both his werewolves because he's about to break runes right now.
I'll cleave your snow.
She was able to kill him. Woo! Remove.
Honor and blood.
No prophecy luck on my part, and I lose the game. So he removes my guards. I get no prophecies. That's how it goes. But that's how it goes, guys. Casual match, and I'm recording on my cell phone. But me losing is a good thing because he gets to see what that's like at least. So here you go, guys. So what's this? Give 20 creatures cover. That's part of my quest, and we'll go on from there. I still like the deck. Probably could have played better, but trying to show you guys all this stuff today. Alright, let's keep on going from there. So that's what it looks like when you play a match. So there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. That's been a quick little overview of playing Elder Scrolls Legends on the phone. Show you guys from deck building to the profile and a bunch of different stuff. You can change your decks right here. So let's say if I wanted to go over to my Master Dragon Mask deck, which is a deck I love. I love item decks. So it's Master of Arms and Dragon Mask together. I love this combination. My Orc deck, you can click on any of them, unless if you want to see what the deck build looks like, just press Edit Deck, and it'll bring you right into the deck builder. So no need to go back to the main screen and click on that little button. So here's the deck build right there. You can look at it. And just to let you guys know, if you guys go ahead and accidentally go to another app to check a text message, you can come right back and the game will still be right where you left off. It's not going to kick you off. It's not going to sign you off. You will get kicked off if you do lose service. I've happened to me. So if you know you're going to go through a tunnel and you're inside of a match and you're let's say you're in the passenger seat of a car and you're inside of a ranked match and you're about to go through a tunnel, you might want to tell your friend to just drive a bit slower, drive exactly the speed limit. Or 5 miles below, because once you get disconnected, you're going to have to load back into the game and hopefully you're in the same exact place in the match. But do note, because of how Legends work, when you get disconnected, you will be able to load right back into the match. It's not going to immediately make you concede the match. It'll give you time to try to load back up the application and get right back into your game. So ladies and gentlemen, that's been the Elder Scrolls Legends with Beaky with the Untitled Game Show. I hope you guys liked this quick overview of the game. It was a lot of fun for me to showcase. The setup with my cell phone right here is something new, so I do apologize if it wasn't perfect. I'm literally wirelessly streaming my cell phone to my capture card to show you guys this stuff to record this video. Long video, but fun video to make. I'm hoping so many new players try out Legends, and I'm going to keep on promoting this game because it's a cool game to showcase, and I want more people to be playing it because that's more people I get to play against. So let me know what you guys think about the mobile version of Legends in the comment section below. If you want more videos, tips, and tricks about Elder Scrolls Legends, check my playlist. You'll see in the description, and you'll see in a comment from the Untitled Game Show. That's my main YouTube channel. Check that comment out. I'll have a link to all my guides, deck builds, and overall a playlist with every single video I've ever made. So if you guys want to just marathon all my videos, which at this point it's like over 101 videos or something like that. It's a lot of videos, and my videos are usually pretty long, from 10 to 30 minutes. I'm not trying to make short videos here. I want to be very clear on what I'm trying to communicate to the new players and to the advanced players for this game. So I'm going to make longer format content. I'm not trying to do it quickly, and I'm not trying to get ad dollars because guys, I've made no profit from this channel. Let's just be real. Zero profit. It's cost me. It has cost me money. I'm doing this for passion. Doing it for the passion of Legends. And I hope you guys appreciate that. Till next time, like and subscribe. And stay tuned for Saturday. We have another helpline video coming for a new player. Let's do it. Peace out, guys.